Thank you so much for joining this exciting, inspiring journey at MatchboxDAO and Mask, the network state virtual hackathon. I would like to give congratulations to all the team that have been invited to this demo day, and our appreciation to our judges and guests and sponsors who contribute their time and effort to ensure the success of this event. The network state virtual hackathon has a focus on Web3 social network along with many other partners, including the most notable names in the space. And this hackathon has attracted a large number of applicants from various parts of the world. In this case, this event received more than 200 applications from developers representing different regions such as China, India, and the United States, Nigeria, Japan, and several other countries. And this implies that the event has highly competitive and attractive diverse range of participants. And after a rigorous selection process, the organizers of hackathon chooses 18 projects that stood out from the rest. And these 18 projects were deemed the most promising and innovative that were selected to be presented on the demo day today. And congrats everyone again. And this is demo days, which is typically the final day of this hackathon. So here we are through the beginning to the end. And this demo session is an opportunity for teams to showcase your project to the panel of judges, investors, and other members of the tech community with the hope of securing some funding, partnership, and other opportunities to further develop their projects. So I'm gonna change to the next slide. Just 1 second. And here is a little bit introduction of the ethos of this hackathon, and we aim to build a comprehensive stack that enables the formation of a network state that includes social, on-chain games, user-generated content, and creator economy tools. And I'm gonna skip this part and briefly introduce the schedule here. So we're going to have a short opening remark from the founder of Matchbox, Yoni, and later on we'll be having the major part of today's schedule. That will be the 18 projects demo time, and each project will have 7 minutes, including the Q&A session. And later on, we'll be having a shorter closing remarks from judges, as well as our very own Taylor from Mask Ecosystem. And then the result of this hackathon will be announced tomorrow. And we will be announcing the results throughout our different social media channels, including Twitter, Medium. And I'm gonna go over the demo day rules, so please keep in mind. And please, one would be if you wanna talk, if you wanna comment, do request. And the other one would be for 18 teams, each team has 7 maximum minutes to present. And what we suggest will be you can play your demo videos, you can do your presentations for about 5 minutes, and then you can leave about 2 minutes for Q&A. And the very last one is, if you like to, at the very end, I will encourage judges to request to speak or leave your questions or comments in the chat box. And teams, you're also welcome to check the chat box to see some real-time feedbacks of your project. And lastly, if you have any questions or comments, use the chat box to communicate. And for me, I'll be your moderators throughout this entire session, and I will be timing you really strictly. So if you're doing overtime, I'll gently remind you and try to be nice. Okay, and then we want to shout out some of our partners and sponsors. On the infra and the general tech side, I want to thank Starkware, Argent, GoPlus, Unifra, and Radio. On the gaming aspect, there will be Topology, Realms, Briq, Cartridge, and Giro Giro.ai. And on the social side, there we have Web3MQ, Starknet.id, RSS3, Metaforo, NextID, Beat, Alphagram, and KN3. And we also have a variety of developer community support. And thank you so much for giving us support and shout outs. And next one, I'm going to pass the mic to Yoni, the founder of MatchboxDAO. And hello, Yoni, are you here? And Charles, if you can unmute Yoni, and I'm going to let Yoni to take the stage.
Hey everyone, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, great. Everyone, sorry. So it's very exciting. And first, I want to thank everyone, both Mask team, Tyler and Shahar, that organized the event, plus the amazing teams that participated. I'm looking forward to see what everyone built. And in general, very forward, everyone is building tools that help, self-empowerment and freedom with games, social networks, and alternative universe. So this is very exciting. And yeah, good luck for everyone, and looking forward to see what people built.
All right, thank you so much, Yoni, for this really brief opening remark. So I think without further ado, let's enter the super exciting session of the demo session. And I'm going to. So this is the list of finalists, and as well as the order of the presentation. And we will also be queuing you for your presentation. And I see some raised hands. If you have any questions, you can type your questions to the chat box, and I will try to address your questions. The system is you have to request to speak, so make sure to do that, so our moderators know that they can unmute you. So the first project would be Matrix Unichain Unity Toolkit. This toolkit is a set of packages, scripts, and UI created to help game developers integrate Web3 APIs with Unity 3D WebGL builds. And I see Rahul has raised his hand for a demo. Charles, if you can unmute Rahul.
Yes. Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me. If it's okay, I can start sharing my screen and we can get going.
Yeah, please go ahead. And I'm gonna start time from now.
All right. So me and Blair are today present in this Zoom call, and we are from Team Matrix Labs. We'll be presenting about the Matrix Multichain Unity Toolkit for Unity game developers. Now it's finally time to move Web 2 games to Web 3. The whole trend in the system for Web 3 has come, and we have to make this transition as easy as possible for these game developers. We have all the Web 2 games that were previously played by all the players worldwide, and the whole transition needs to be easy so that the Web 3 adoption can be maximized as much as possible. Previously, there were different kind of tools that were available for adding Web3 to the Unity games or different game engines as well. The most basic way was to use custom built tools, which were basically based on Unity, React, Ethereum, Solidity, so and so, which would require a lot more development effort, a lot more bugs had to be solved. There was a lot of chaos, and the boilerplate was a lot. So that the adoption was harder for game developers to move to Web3. Now there were some tools like Sequence, Chain Safe Gaming, and many other tools which are also maybe presenting and sponsoring these hackathons. The only thing that is the part of those tools was they had a lot of great features, but the features were there was a limited flexibility with those features. Now, Matrix Multichain Web3 Toolkit finally solves that problem by offering a multi-chain solution, advanced APIs, and a ready-to-go package. So it comes with a full client and a full Unity SDK. So the whole design is explained in this slide. Now we pack the whole Unity SDK, which comes with all those advanced APIs, a pre-packed UI kit to just get started and just to release the app as quick as possible. We have different features like wallet sign-in, transactions, signing, etc., etc. And we have a React client as well to quickly ship it and deploy it. This is the development flow. I'll just quickly show the demo as well. The Unity game can be integrated with the SDK. We can add the menus which come inside the kit, generate the WebGL build since this will run in the browser, and then we'll use a React app to deploy this application. Now this is the UI kit, just some quick snapshots about it. And these are some multi-chain wallets that we support: Ethereum, Flow. These are some wallets that we have: Petra wallet, Sui. Now I'll quickly show the demo without wasting any time. All right. Okay. So here we have a demo client, which can be sort of treated as a Unity game. Can be any game, 3D, 2D, as complex as possible. The SDK can be integrated by these game developers. And we have some certain functionalities which can be explored using this demo. Now, obviously, I can just click connect, and this is the UI which comes with this kit, and we can select one of these wallets. For this quick demo, I'll just select, MetaMask of Blockto. So I'll select Blockto. Once we select Blockto, it allows us to authenticate the account. So I can just click confirm. Now all these APIs come packed with this toolkit. So I can just click get balance, and we can get the balance of this wallet and whichever wallet we have connected. So you can choose change network. We can interact with the smart contract. We can do signing messages as well. So let me show you some of these functionalities. And you just click sign message. And again, the whole API is integrated in this system, and it makes it a whole lot easier for the game developers to integrate Web3 in their existing games. So if I don't approve, we have error handling as well. Like if I didn't approve, we have async error handling created. Just click sign message, approve, and once it's approved, we'll show success. So all the response can be passed inside the Unity system using C#, and we can just click smart contract. We can select flow, and this is a sample cadence script that we had queried, so it gets the response in the game. Now it's a fully active game. We have all the events. It just makes it a whole lot easier for game developers to integrate games. Okay, that's all from our side. Thank you. I'll go back to the first slide.
Thank you so much. And you just spent the 5 minutes, and now you have 2 minutes to address some of Q&As. So for those of you who are watching, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat box or request to unmute. Okay, from Starknet Validator NextID says, great work. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I see there are many more people joining this Matchbox/Mask Hackathon Demo Day. And this hackathon is particularly aimed to build a comprehensive stack, which enables the formation of a futuristic network state that includes social, on-chain games, user-generated content, and creator economy tools. And this demo session will include 18 different projects that's basically selected to this demo day from 200 submissions. So congratulations, everyone, and welcome who just joined this demo day. Okay, I can see some questions here from Master Die. Can you integrate it with mobile app?
Yes, we can integrate it with mobile apps. However, it's supposed to be run on the browser. So we are targeting WebGL bits for existing games like, we had Miniclip and all these sort of games. We want to convert browser-based games to Web3. So it is meant to run on browser. So it's technically not to be used with mobile games, but can be used. It does support mobile games.
Okay, thank you. And from Kelvin, what was the integration experience with Chain IDE? Are you guys working with them closely currently?
This is a completely separate project from Chain.ID specifically. So it's completely built separately by the different team. So we're not working with the Chain.ID team.
Okay.
And yeah, just to again highlight, we have the whole Unity SDK, a React client. The React client is there because we are focusing on the WebGL builds, WebGL aspect of the Web3 aspect of games. So we offer a full integrated Unity UI, and we also have these advanced APIs such as wallet sign-in, networking, change network, transaction sign-in, and we have modified these APIs so that it has a similar experience for these different blockchains like Aptos, Sui, Ethereum, Flow, and for the more blockchains, more wallets can be added as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Metrics, Multichain, Unity, ToolKit. Thank you so much for your demo. And I'm really sorry that your time is up and we still have 17 other demos to show. And the next one would be Builder Card. So please take over the stage. And I would like to say for the third one in the order, that would be Starknet Validator for NextID. So please be prepared to demo after Builder Card.
Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. And I'm very happy to be here. For saving some time, I will play the recording. Hey guys, I'm Bruce, and I'm very happy to bring the Builder Card, which is a project from our team, into the hackathon session. So Builder Card is an open source project that has been ported from AppStore.tools for building the network state. In the network state, each member must create and maintain an ID card that includes their personal information. The ID card is not transportable and cannot be sold, which is why the Builder Card is designed to be a SBT. In short, this system includes a website, a backend, a database, and also smart contracts. You can check others' code in here. So speaking about the main features, new member can join the state through the website onboarding feature. This involves meeting an SBT, which acts as a official ID cards in the states. And also the website offers a member list page where all members can be found on that page. And if you click the members, you can go to the details for more information like contacts or some scales, etc. To ensure consistency, all members' information is stored on IPFS, and the corresponding state is saved on the smart contract. Also, this system also includes a backend and database to enhance the user experience by providing a cache layer. However, even without the backend, all member information can still be accessed directly from the blockchain and IPFS. So due to limited time and resources, the following features are not yet being completed, but maybe added in the future, which are integrated with RSS3 bits and rewrite and deploy smart contract to Starknet. Because in Starknet, we will have better user experience and reduce the gas fee for updating information on the blockchain. Okay, so I'll demo the actual websites for you guys. And so as you can see, you will be able to see a state member list here if you started the application. And now I created an admin by default, which has the onboarding community, which has the onboarding feature. So as you can see, after I connected with the wallets, I can edit my profile. I can also onboard another member. So I prepared a new member, and let's onboarding this guy. Okay, after onboarding this member, if we refresh the page, we will be able to see the empty profile, and we can start editing our profile. So upload your avatar for your ID cards and put your name here, your description, skills, interest, contacts, and some other fields like emails if you would like to add. And also click up this profile. So after that, you will be able to see that your profile has been updated and all of the information actually stored on the Argent files. And at the moment, you won't have the ID card because you haven't met the SBT. If you after finish the profile, you can start meeting your SBT, your member card. And here you need to pay a gas fee to meet, and you will be able to see the transaction hash. And let's wait for a couple of seconds. Okay, same is done. And if we refresh the page, we will be able to see that we have finished the meeting, and now we officially to become the member in the states, and you own the ID cards. And also you can also find the SBT on the blockchain. Yeah. Okay. So that's a very simple demo, and I think this is also very essential project for network states. Thank you for listening. And yeah, okay, so that's pretty much for the demo. Yeah. Do you have any questions?
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Bruce. And we would love to invite judges to comment or ask questions by unmuting themselves or requesting to unmute.
Yes, please.
And if you have any comments, and if you're not a judge, feel free to post your comments and feedback in the chat box. Okay, anyone from the judges team would like to comment? Okay, actually we run out of time for demo number 2. Thank you so much, Bruce. Oh, Henry, I see Henry raised his hand. Maybe you can quickly let Henry
Yeah, sure.
do a review. It looks like Henry's unmuted again.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi. I say it looks great. I'm just wondering which part did you utilize APIs from RS3? I didn't see them.
Yeah, due to limited time, we haven't integrated RSS3, but that's on the plan. As we all know that we have some activities or events or some working which can be pushed to the feed through RSS3. So that's a future plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, the next one would be Starknet NextID Validator. Please sharing your screen, and yeah, and you can go ahead. I'm gonna time from now on for demo session 5 minutes. Start from now.
I think there's no sound.
Yeah, Starknet, you need to unmute yourself.
Hello, Starknet, validator for NextID. I'm going to redo your timing, and if you can unmute yourself and start to present.
Oh,
I think
I was speaking on mute. Okay. Sorry. Is it audible now?
no, I restarted your timing, so please start. You have 5 minutes for the presentation.
All right. Thank you. I'm audible now, right? And my screen is visible.
Yes, we can
Okay,
see your
thank you.
screen and we can hear you clearly.
All right. Thank you. So this is for the Next.ID bounty, and essentially the idea is to support different Web 2 and Web 3 platforms, and then you combine all of that into an ID aggregator. And so the part of the bounty is related to Starknet integration. So for joining any certain identity to your central ID, you need to prove that that identity belongs to you. And part of that is the validator implementation. So they have a validator / Ethereum. So for Ethereum and Solana, it's already there, and for Twitter, Discord, and such. Similar to that, there is an implementation and there is the unit test to ensure it's working as expected. And both of those were in the scope. And one of the requirements is that signature verifying procedure should only rely on wallet generated signatures, as opposed to Ethereum, where you can do off-chain signatures because it's simply public key is your Ethereum wallet address, and you have the private key, so you can do that offline. So there is 2 types of signatures. One is persona signature and one is wallet signature. For Starknet, it's just wallet signature. And again, the Starknet address format is also a bit different. So first, what I did for this one is I tried to figure out how all of this works in the backend. So I had some exposure with working in Cairo and working with Starknet, but not to this depth. So I did that research and figured out how the Starknet address is pre-computed using the deployer address, class hash, and etc. And so the meat of the contribution is in these 2 files, the implementation file and the unit test file. And this is the function where we validate the Stark signature. And we are doing this. So in the issue, in the GitHub issue, there are 3 preferences. So the number 1 preference is if we can do it using plain HTTP requests without needing any sort of API key. And that is the method that I have been able to do it so here. In order to validate a signature, we have to call so all accounts on Starknets are contracts. And as such, the validity of a signature is determined by that contract. So there are 3 types of abstraction. So Starknet provides account abstraction right now. So it's up to the account contract implementation to determine what makes a signature valid or invalid. So what we are doing here is we are just collating all of the information into the required format and calling the valid sign endpoint. So this is coming from the config. So I made some changes to the config to account for this. And then we are calling the contract and giving it the hash of the payload message. This message contains all of the human readable information, like why is this signature being asked? What is the content of the signature? So a human signing the message in the wallet can read all of that information and make an informed choice. And it also contains 2 parts of the signature. This is basically the X and Y coordinates on the elliptical curve. That's part of how the hashing works here and how the signature is generated. These are coming from the wallet. So frontend will typically pass these 2 parameters and then check whether it's valid or not. And the payload hash is basically what we are also computing within the implementation. So when we are generating the signature payload, this is required to be implemented for all validators. So there are different components, the unique user ID, which is the central ID with which we are linking all of the different Web3 identities. The identity that is specific to this platform, Starknet. This is the wallet address for Ethereum, for Solana, and for Starknet. Created at, so what timestamp this particular request was created. What is the action? So 2 types of actions, creating a link and then deleting a link. And if there was any previous request. So we are generating a typed data, which is a Starknet specific data format, which we need, where we first specify what is the domain what are the types, and felt is basically the core type that Starknet uses. Everything is represented as a felt. So we are taking all of these parameters that are defined as per Next.ID and then passing them in the message for Starknet in that format, so that we are able to ensure that whatever message is finally being validated for the signature has all of this information, so that we can prevent any sort of fraudulent usage. In order to get there, there is a Pedersen hash and all of a lot of cryptography, etc., that goes with it. I've used a library Kaigo and some helper functions in order to make sure that the hash I'm getting from this one is the same as the hash I'm getting from. I created a small front-end app to make sure that I can get the correct signature and I can get the correct payload hash from Starknet.js and the Argent X wallet with the currently live testnet of Starknet, and I'm validated with that. Coming to the unit tests, I am just ensuring that I am able to match this expected message hash. This is obtained using the same format. So I've provided the format here as well. And just matching that, I'm able to get this exact payload hash. This is the Starknet wallet for which I did the verification. And this is the signature of the wallet for create action and for delete action. And I'm validating all of these things. So just keeping a static timestamp and a static UID in order to make sure that the test is repeatable and I don't have to generate the signature again and again because it's coming from the other system. And testing all of this. So I took the template from a Validator/Ethereum and made sure that I'm doing all of the same tests. So we are making sure that our payload hash function works as expected. We are making sure that it fails when it needs to. So if I supply a different wallet address and try to verify with that with using this same valid signature and payload hash, it should fail. And when we are, let's say, trying to do a delete action, but I've taken the signature from the create action, then that should also fail. So here I'm doing action equal to delete and then checking that it should fail, because of course in the wallet signature we have put the create signature as default, and all of the tests are passing and the implementation works as expected. I know it's a stark change from the front end complete demos that we have seen, but the scope is purely in adding to this library so that it can be used for the back end of Next.ID.
Thank you so
That's all
much,
from
Starknet Validator
Thank
for NextID. You have used up a lot of your Q&A time, so we only have 30 seconds for the Q&A or judges time. So if anyone wants to quickly comment on it. And for information, you are free to unmute yourself, so you don't have to request for unmuting. Okay, and we would like to. Yeah, we would like to welcome the next presenter from Civia, the social wallet.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm glad to represent my team to present this the social wallet prototype. We've been thinking about this idea for a while. How the social application can be done in Web3 environment. We have the observation that a wallet is the first app that most people download and it's most frequently used. And we would like to integrate the wallet application with the social setup. So because with this consideration, we were looking for a smart contract wallet development, and which requires the account abstraction support. And also, currently there are like EIP 4337 proposal, but the available code base is not that ready. So we were happy to look into Starknet, which provides support for the account abstraction. And we also looked into the Argent X code base, which is open source. Without this support, it's impossible to build such a prototype in such a short time. So we put it together in the past like 3 weeks also. What I'm going to show here is the homepage of the wallet. It's a Chrome plugin. Here you can see a user is represented by his own icon, his nickname, public address, and a user, this app is the user start download from an invitation link, and the invitation is come from his friends. And when his friends send him an invitation, has the invitation code and which he can use to download the app and start the wallet. And this is what it looks like, the front page when he downloaded and started. Here you see the user's own data here, and with the if he has any STP NFT, it's going to show here. And below here is the user activity update, which come from the users that he follows. A following relationship is in our app is represented by SBT, that the user being followed is issuing SBT to the user who's following him. So here we can see this current user has 2 followings. One is his inviter, the user who invited him. Another one is a user that he just followed himself. And he can click the link of each of the user to see the other user's front page, which include the other user's activity update, and also his icon, his nickname, and his SBTs. And of course, this is a wallet, so the wallet has its own wallet transaction functionalities, which we borrowed from Argent. And here's the following relationship, and here's the blockchain activities status. And here I'm just do a quick following action. So the current user, he can follow a user named Eric, which is his friend. And you see the Eric's homepage, front page show up, and he can click follow to follow his friend. As with any blockchain application, the gas fee, we still haven't figured out how to get a smooth user experience with the gas fee confirmation, because it's going to pop up frequently. If there are better ideas, please let us know. So we see this button is flashing, and he go back to his own homepage. You see this is a little red dot, shows that the blockchain update, this is live, by the way, is being done. It's going to take a few seconds. But after that, he can go to his following page, and he will see that the other user is being followed. I don't know if we have time. Oh, it's just been done. You see, it's going to show Eric here, become his following friend. We have the full demo video in the project website, which I uploaded to YouTube. You're welcome to check it out. It's full length, as more than 15 minutes, and in which we show the account creation, following friends, setup guardians, and also social recovery, like things here, the details here. The user can, for example, if the current user lost this wallet, he can select his, here is add guardians. He first he will select the guardians and add to his guardians list. And then if he lost his wallet, he can send his request from his front page. And then, the other guardians got notification in their own app and signed the recovery request to recover the current user's account. Because of the time frame, we will have to ask you to check out the project page in this hackathon. We have the detailed demo video on that page. That's most of the presentation. Any questions?
Thank you so much. You only have 1 minute for Q&A. And one comment from the chat box is you should look into session keys for following users to solve the approve issue. Okay.
Hey, I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Can I ask one question? So under the hood, you're using the Argent contracts for the on-chain contract for the on-chain account.
Yes, we use the code base. It's not the contract. We have our own contracts.
Okay. And did you open source your contract?
Yes, it's in the GitHub. Check it out. It's in the project. We have a link to the GitHub.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Another question would be, is there any criteria that needs to be met in order to remove or switch guardians?
We haven't built into that built that function yet. But although it's we have the design, we have the just haven't put it into the code yet. Remove, add guardians, and more guardians, more secure, and we have security level defined and things like that.
Okay. Is this multi-chain or only for a specific chain?
Currently, it's only for the Starknet, and we plan to put it on the L2 ZK, more of the L2 ZK chains, and also the Ethereum later on.
Okay, sorry, we have a little bit over time, so I will have to let you go. Yeah, thank you so much for the demo, and we have to welcome finalist number 5, Feedbeats. Feedbeats, if you're here, please take over the screen.
Okay, so can I share my screen?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Cool, thanks a lot. So hi everyone, I'm Briq from Feedbeats. So we built Feedbeats in this hackathon. So Feedbeats is about like Web3 feed for all the gamers. So you can see what games our users play. So about Feedbeats, we help you to like catch up the latest trends of on-chain gaming. So you can see the history of gameplay and the NFT purchase of people you follow on social. So benefit for gamers and project. So as for the gamers, so gamers user can understand the games played by people you follow on social. So you can get like access to the latest trends, by understanding what game are played by other users, around you. As for the project, you can spread your games to various users, without doing a lot of the PLs, So, and the kind of detail of the Feedbeats. So we have 3 major points. The first one is about like Web3 feed. So we use RSS3 for like feed feature, and our product is based on the Lens protocol. So users can get the post of people you follow Lens protocol. So I believe that's the easiest way to know, what the alpha users you follow are playing. And we specify Feedbeats for on-chain gaming. So we collect on-chain information for focusing on on-chain gaming, So as for the architecture, so you can look into like Feedbeats, your wallet, and then like we create information such as the lens information, like a lens profile, and also by using NextID, we create the Twitter ID as well. And based on your social like relationship, we gather the information people you follow on Lens protocol. We tried to like aggregate the information on Twitter, but we couldn't implement it in this hackathon. So in this time, we gather the information only on Lens protocol. And we curate the data only for on-chain gaming in our database. And we curate it on like Feedbeats. So as for the demo, so let me try to like have a demo. You can sign up with your Feedbeats with your wallet address. Oops. So, and you can log into Feedbeats from here. Then you can see the feed information of people you follow on Lens protocol. and all the feed information about on-chain gaming. So for example, this is kind of like feed of people I follow on Lens protocol. And my friends currently playing Phi, which is on-chain gaming on Polygon network. So that's the reason like my feed is only for like Phi. But yeah, this is kind of very major feature. And you can connect your like multiple wallet to Feedbeats. And as for the wallet of Starknet, we're gonna implement soon. Yeah, so that's about it. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much, Marky. And for the judges, in case you don't know, you do not need to request to speak. If you want to comment on a project, you can just unmute yourself. Any feedback, comments for Feedbeat? Okay, great project. Thank you so much, Marky. And we're going to present finalist number 6, Lumi. And Lumi, if you're here, please share your screen. And during this, yeah.
Here. Okay, here it is. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen. Please go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Lumi is a donation project. As for the topic network state, we think that a network state is not limited to a geographical concept. It's more about having a non-financial consensus and use the country's currency to support their behavior. This becomes a country. We feel that the act of giving, which is donation, is essentially a vote for an ideology, or even the world you want. For example, if you are in the Russian community, you donated to Ukraine refugees, or in Roe v. Wade, you choose to oppose abortion, etc. When people stand together all over the world, contribute money and time, and that's what makes an online nation, or we call it network state. However, in the real world, there are so many problems of centralized donor agencies. For example, high commission fee, low efficiency in dissemination, centralized power, transparency problems, and etc. Especially, they only focus on how much money is raised. And we want rich people to donate more, and people without extra money still can promote the project. And here comes Lumi, and that's what we focus on this time's hackathon. Well, Lumi helps people with the same visions to find each other through donations and motivates people to unite to build common visions. And we start from the Christian community at the beginning. As we know, there are 2.5 billion Christians in the world, and more than 130 billion is donated annually by Christians in the US. And it is the basic ideology of most part of the world as well. So in Lumi, when believers use our D app to pray and read the Bible, they can get tokens to donate to charity projects. And people who have made contributions to the same project will get a badge, which will become ZKSBT later to find their spiritual community. And luckily, we tested our community. We have 1 million followers in the US in 7 weeks, with more than 10,000 prayers every day. And during this hackathon, we focused on the second piece, which is we designed a POCP for this. We want to measure a donor's contribution in terms of money, time, and manpower. POCP refers to Proof of Contribution Protocol. It consists of sending an NFT and a contribution value, which will be made into SBT in the future. And based on Starknet, we pray, donate projects, and the MVP version of POCP based on donations. The contribution value of POCP in this period is obtained according to the amount of donation, and the contribution value of the user is recorded at the time of the donor mint NFT. And similarly, how many friends a user has invited to support the project and how much time they have spent on the project are all recorded with contribution value. And the user's contribution value is also recorded in the mint when they mint batch NFT. Taken together, POCP, we want to allow rich people to donate more, and people without extra money can still promote when they spend more time on the project or invite more friends for the project. And later, POCP levels not only bring us respectable status in the community, but also have the authority to initiate high-level donations and obtain more permissions for governance tokens. And we believe this will bring millions of people from Web 2 to Web 3. And we believe that the more people help each other to find their spiritual community, the more valuable Lumi will be. Yeah, thanks for listening. And this is our video for this time's hackathon. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much. You have 3 minutes for comments and reactions.
I got a
This
question.
is such a great project. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. This is Neil from Radio. It's a great initiative to focus on the charity. But my question is like, what do you think about the transparency, like by utilizing the blockchain to give the donors the transparency of how the fund is transferred to whom?
Oh, okay. As for the transparency part, to tell the truth, during this hackathon, we don't have enough time to build the transparency part. But as we all know that when we use token to donate and the people who get money, the beneficiaries, when they get money, they also are in the platform. So when the institutions, they send monies to the individuals, we can trace all the, all the, yeah.
Okay, so
没事儿，那个5分钟就做完了。
Yeah, since
sorry.
it's a long-term, yes, this is a long-term project, so we only focus on one part during this hackathon.
Yeah, sorry. So
Yeah,
I got another question for this. The thing is, for me, I think charity for me is just I would like to focus on how I donating my funds or something else, and how it is distributed to the people who need it. And another thing is, I don't think there are much poor people or people suffering in some poor life will have electricity or even network to connect it to Web3 or blockchain. So if all those people are in your the apps or I mean in your platform, I don't think they're that poor or that
I
how to
see.
say that suffer in life.
I understand what yeah, you mean there's so many poor people that don't get reach to internet or the Bitcoin things like that, right? But actually, I want to say the basic of donation, it's not about helping the poor worldwide, to tell the truth. Why? Because when people donate, it's more like a political choice. It's like when you vote for Roe v. Wade, Roe v. Wade, in Chinese, it's called 罗伊韦德反堕胎法案. If you choose one part, which means you choose an ideology and the same group of people that you're gonna insist a part of the political purpose. So this is the main and basic purpose of whole charity. Yeah, and that's because I did a charity project for so many years in my spare time. Most of the charity projects are not about helping the poor. It's about voting for a world we want. That's why we call it network state. Yeah.
And for the displaced person, I mean,
yeah,
who suffered in the war or some other disasters. So I just will count them as I will just count them as a poor people because they just lost their home, they lost anything they lived on. So how you help those people?
You mean the people without internet or the way to reach Web3 or something? Well,
people who suffer in the war. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, I understand. We still have ways. Usually we invite those institutions to reach out those people. For example, in some churches in Africa and in Uganda, places like this, churches are institutions, they will come into our D app and to set up a project, and people will help for the institutes. Well, when they invite those pool people to pray together by their institute account, they can still they can still raise money. Yeah.
Okay, sorry for the offense. I just hate any project that use charity as a gimmick. Okay, so thank you.
All right, thank you so much for the comment, and the time's up, and we have to move to finalist number 7, Degen Reborn. It's a Web3 rock-like simulation game presented in an interactive fiction style. So if you're here, please present your screen, Degen Reborn.
Hey there, can you hear us? Okay, let's get started.
Yeah, we're having like a group presentation, so I'm gonna get started. Hey, this is the Degen Reborn team, and we really appreciate this opportunity. And what we're going to represent you is our little gaming project, Degen Reborn. So as you can probably guess from the title, it's a live simulator where you can have an exclusively generated Degen experience as many times as you want. And the better Degen life you live, the more Reborn token you're going to win or being staked at. So what inspired us to make this game is that one thing we all know about crypto industry, it's never boring. You can literally be filthy rich within a minute, then go broke the next day or even end up in jail. So it just occurred to us like, hey, why don't we just create something that can reflect on this, but in the most crypto and funny way. And unlike real life experience, in this game, you can actually be rich. You got an opportunity to be a teenaging season's best buddy while you two both work at Vancouver's McDonald's, then founded Binance together, where you can pump and dump a coin as you like. But be careful, things can go wrong too. Shitty projects on Twitter or wrecking the community might make you rich. But as you're gambling this money away, maybe in Vegas, there's probably someone watching you trying to seek justice and revenge. It can even have an effect on the world's or human beings' future, like stop Michael Burry from hacking into Elon's brain chip so he can't order Tesla cars to destroy the world, things like that. And with the help of ChatGPT, there are thousands of generated events in Degen Reborn waiting to be lived. So next up, Nico will show you guys the gaming process.
Okay, could you please show me the... Okay, hey guys, I'm Nico, and I'm here to show you how to play this game. And before starting the game, I need to spend Reborn token to buy some talents and attributes. And be careful because it's a very key strategy that will affect my life score and the final result. So I'm going to buy 3 talents and 16 attributes points. Okay, so it's generating talents. So some random talents are generated. Let's wait for a second. Okay, so I need to choose like 3 talents from a list. I'm definitely going to choose SSR jackpot winner and SR winner. Okay, so let's start the game. Okay, and before starting the game, I need to allocate the 16 points attributes points to 4 of the attributes. I'm going to buy 4. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so now I live the games, and you can see there are random events happening every year of my life, and the attributes are displayed on top of the screen, and all of the random events are related to crypto and generated by AI, and I can choose auto mode and YOLO. Okay, so RIP, I died, and there are some meme pictures floating on the screen occasionally. Okay, so here's my result. So I spent 5 Reborn tokens to get to achieve 94 life score, and here's the calculation formula. And I get 2 Reborn token rewarded and can share as a poster, and here's a snapshot of my life. Okay, so here's the leaderboard. And we can see other people's life score and their staking. And here's the most interesting part. We can choose to stake other people's life. and earn Reborn token. And I can choose different staking rate. Okay, and basically, so much for the gameplay. So please switch to the deck, please. Okay, so Noi and Huirong, and how did we build this game? So I guess Huirong, he's not here. Maybe we can go ahead.
Okay, I'll briefly discuss how we have utilized the power of AI in our game to enhance the player experience. By leveraging AIGC, ChatGPT, and GPT-3 APIs, we have generating exciting events that impact the gameplay and the player's attributes. Our AI-generated events offer greater variety and creativity, expanding the event pool beyond what humans can achieve alone. Additionally, our approach to using AI to automatically track attribute changes saves time and effort while ensuring consistency.
Besides AIGC, we have a fully on-chain NFT. Every time a Degen finishes his life, the contract will mint an NFT for him. We call it Degen Tombstone. The metadata of NFT is hosted on Ethereum rather than any other off-chain storage. The trait of NFT are stored in mapping struct, and the image is rendered via an SVG template. Also, we have on-chain ranking. As reward is raffled based on ranking, we have to do something on ranking on-chain. We adopt a red-black tree for ranking. It's acceptable both in calculation and storage. In the future, we would integrate on-chain ranking and Chainlink VRF to build a decentralized and fair reward distribution system. And finally, the roadmap. Yeah, we would finish ChatGPT randomized gameplay generation, creative context, multi-chain deployment, and revenue share cross-chain. And finally, the Remim governance token. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you so much. You have 1 minute for discussion and feedback. Cool. This is on-chain life simulator. Yes. Question would be, what can I get by staking other lives?
You can get like there are like a top 10 Degen life can be staked at, and if you happen to choose the right life, we're gonna like have a raffle for the ultimate winner. And if you're staking at the right people, you're gonna have like a massive return from your staking.
And another question would be, how multi-chain?
Noi, can you explain that?
Okay. It's a big problem, and we have considered it for sometimes. Yeah, maybe first we maybe integrate some cross-chain bridge or some cross-chain protocol. Yeah, but it's not decided yet. Yeah, we are still do some research.
Okay, one last comment. Good project, by the way, it's so sweet. And we're running out of time. Thank you so much, Degen Reborn. And we're going to move to the next project, which is Builders.Space. Here we go, Builders.Space. Please take over.
Okay, I take the video first.
Do you have sound playing?
Oh, I have sound, but you can't hear this, right? That's a problem. Is that you can't hear the video sound?
No, the video is muted. There's no sound.
Or maybe I have to manually demo this. Sorry. So, okay, I'll demo it manually. Okay, this is Builder.Space. It's an all-in-one Web3 empty space that I provide. We provide a lot of function that around the empty stuff, like create, trade, or buy, or ask. And this project is during trying to solving the problem that we consider currently on OpenSea. The MT is just PLP, and we want to make some valuable stuff on MT. So we build this Builders.Space that can helping the MT owner or Web2 company brand to create a build process of this. And then our solution here is that we create a no-code DAO creation logic here, and it can be like a membership skating for this. The core logic here is that we build based on the EIP 2535 and the ERC 11555. Like it provides a lot of function to create a token and a mint token. And we also provide a ERC20 token that work as the platform's coin. All the actions here will be called some person of the BST. So this is how the platform get profit. Let me demo the UI here. So this is our landing page. Not much stuff. First, we can create an MT, and we integrate the Web3 MQ SDK. Like we need to provide a password first. After this, we can pick the MT type. So we can like type and input some field for this MT, and the unit price. The users or readers, consumers want to mint this MT have to pay like 200 BST, and then some gallery stuff. Lastly, some tag. It's multiple tag. For time consuming, we just so the MT will recreate. So the left side is all the tag generate from all this MT, and we can click on some MT I just created before, some minutes before. And the user can mint the MT here, picks different kind of numbers, or input some comments for this mint. Also, they can create some bid or ask. We also plan to build an invest module, but we're not ready yet. It's to be developed later. The most important part is the creator of this MT project can create a new post for this, and this can be token gating. So this can be a Web3 membership VIP card logic that we can require your user to require 2 MT to unlock the secret content. Currently, the content just the text, but later we will build like a musician can upload their music file, or video creator can upload their video. All the content will be encrypted before upload to IPFS. So after create a post, submit, it will be store the encrypted content and store it onto IPFS. And then after the IPFS return the CID will be stored on chain, so we can check out the result. We can unlock this MT. It requires a MetaMask login. We're using a Live SDK. This protocol SDK to doing this logic now. So this is the secret content we just input before. And besides this, we can have the marketplace for all the bid or ask order here. Also, we provide a channel for every MT. So you can see on this MT, we have a channel here. So we can chat here about this MT. And we also create integrate other SDK like Lens protocol to provide users the creators. Okay. So you can click on this event and go to the creators homepage. We use the Lens protocol to create this to show the feed and post items here, and show all the creations by this brand or creators. Others, what he mean the MT from other creators. We can also message to these users. The most important part is that we have the BST. So every users in our platform have to mint the BST, but now it's testnet on the testnet, so we can free mint it, but later we can be bind to like USDT. So it will be a stable token for our platform. Okay, we also support multiple chain. For now, we support this chain, but it's still in the test process. Okay, that's all. Thanks.
Thank you so much. We have exactly 1 minute for feedback. Anyone?
Which blockchain are you on? Is it like BSC chain or Polygon chain? I can't understand.
Multiple chain with my Polygon or EVM. Yeah, all EVM compatible will be work on. But now the demo here is among Mumbai chain, the testnet.
Oh, okay. No Starknet, right? Just want to confirm.
Yeah, we're just using the Web3 MQ SDK here. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
All right, thank you, Builders.Space. And I'm going to cue the finalist number 9, Mind Network. Mind Network, if you're here, feel free to take over the space.
Hi, hello everyone. This is Mason from Mind Network. Mind Network is a decentralized privacy-preserving data lake. Sorry, yeah, and we are a group of actually AI expert, Yoni professor, and top hackers. And the Mind Network is sponsored by Binance Incubation Program and the Chainlink Build Program. So Mind Network is a secure data ledger. It offers actually one click actually to use actually for Web3 developers. And also actually we support all the major data storage and the public cloud. And uniquely, actually, we support actually encrypted computation on encrypted data, so that actually we empower end-to-end security to protect users' data. And also, actually, we are super fast. We are 100 times faster than existing actually data ledger benchmark. And the Mind Network can be used actually for a wide range of use cases. We already signed an agreement with JP Morgan, Citibank, and also multiple trending D apps. And in this hackathon, we want to demonstrate actually how Mind Network can solve privacy protection problems actually for photo sharing in SocialFi. Here is a brief introduction about our solution. And as a user, right? So we integrate DID solutions, and here actually we use .bit, and the user can upload actually their photos to Mind Network, and all these photos are fully encrypted. And also actually we enable actually AI-driven actually encryption technologies. So which means user can, depending on actually the social relations and authentication strategy, and through different social or UGC protocols, and a part of the image can be shared with others, right? Here, actually, we use actually face recognition as an example, right? You can see here, actually, the people's face can be masked or unmasked, actually, to different person, right? And here, actually, my colleague George actually gonna show a live demo on actually how we leverage Mind Network SDK actually with notebook. Yeah. George, hand over to you.
Thank you. Can everyone hope everyone can hear me and also see my my screen. So as a data scientist and also AI developer, we would love to using a notebook. So this demo is also using a notebook, and you can access on our GitHub shared on the Hackathon website. So what we are doing over here is for example, when we set up the environment, we will giving a empty cocoon. One cocoon is kind of a data space for a particular person based on the wallet signing. Okay, and then one person, for example, called Alice or CZ in this demo, he going to take a selfie with his friends, which is SMB, and they're going to Alice going to send a photo into Manta Network. So what the Manta Network do is will calling to the AI engine doing face recognition, and then to mask all the face in the photo, and then this photo can be shared. So all those can be done in the Manta Network. He can see the image he being uploaded, and then he can also share to get a unique ID for this photo, and he can post it to other social network like Twitter or other social networks, and the photo with all face being masked will be the default option for other people to share. So that means like all the photo you send into Twitter in the future can be image has been processed rather than the raw and original images containing lots of your personal informations. Okay, so another work he can do in the Manta Network with this prototype is he can also upload his personal selfies, and this is for him to recognize himself in all the photos being sent into this network. Okay, and other people like Bob, which is SBF in this case, he also do the same, but in his own account. And assume we are calling to the ID, and then find out they are friends. So when they saw those images, because they are friends, they will saw a face. All the face will be demasked. But if one day their relationship, their friendship has been broken up, in that case, one person can only see the face he can saw, but not the people that they are unfriended anymore. So that's the demo we are doing over here. In another demo we are doing, we're also showing on this one is if the image can have multiple persons, we can uncover partially for some faces, not all the faces. And again, if the friendship broken, only the people who are in friendship they can saw, not the others. So this will be used to protect people's privacy when they share photo and other information online in the future. Okay, so that's the demo. Mason, should I bring back to you?
Yeah, open for questions.
Yeah, we have 1 minute left. How to make sure high performance? Sorry, I can't see the questions anymore.
Yeah,
how to make sure high performance for decentralized database?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So there are mainly three strategies we are adopting. The first one is actually we have a caching mechanism for hot data. That's number one. And second one is actually our nodes can support actually parallel processing actually for encryption. This is number two. And number three is actually we do consensus on write, not on read, right? So that saves a lot of time actually for most scenarios.
Thank you so much. Any more questions? Impressive, great work. Okay, I'm going to cue finalist number 10. Sorry, this is my timer. That would be Ticken. Okay.
Okay, hi guys, can you see my
your
screen?
time.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So this is Sharon from Ticken team, and very glad to represent our team to offer the presentation. And before my introduction about the product, I'm going to introduce the team first. So the core members of Ticken are majorly from the ByteDance, and I used to work in ByteDance as a strategy analyst, and our PM, RD, and operation team are all from ByteDance and have very strong experience of landing big projects and also start a project from 0 to 1. Then I'm going to introduce Ticken. So Ticken, as a show in its name, is a ticketing tool, but it's different from the original ticketing tool. It's an NFT ticketing tool. So it's based on smart contracts and open protocols and supports various types of online, offline events. And also it helps event initiators, brands to precisely reach target users and improve the user stickiness. Since NFT is easy to trace and trade, it solves the problems, the proliferation of scalpers, and also make it possible for users to earn from the event they participated in. So the main goal and also the main value that Ticken provide is trying to make participation generate values. We think in Web3 world, it's very important to give back the value to the people, everyone who joined or kind of participated or helped build the network. So and also briefly introduction about the problems that Ticken solve. As I have mentioned before, the scalper problem, the fraud problem, also it actually generate the connections between the artists and also the activity attendees. And also another overview about the current stage of Ticken. Right now, we already implemented basic ticketing models such as public sales, airdrops, invitations, and rebates to cater to personal needs of different event organizers. And in the future, we're going to enable the cross-chain and also cross-device capability, open combination, and also the AI capabilities. And furthermore, when we have more users, we have more data, we are going to leverage data from event participation and also the wallet interactions to feed into our recommendation system. We want to make this ticketing tool into finalize the platform. So then I'm going to have a simple video to show how the product works. There's no sound, but you can actually check out the transcript below. So this is the page for the event host. The host can actually start their event here, and then they can airdrop the tickets to the attendees. And so for the attendees in the app, they can actually check out their ticket and also to scan QR code to use the ticket. And I'm going to show you some more details about the apps that we actually already created. So there are major 4 different kind of steps. As attendees, you can connect your wallet and then you click start, and then you can see the empty tickets of the show list, and then you can choose the event you're going to attend. And you can also invite other friends to join. And based on the event type, you sometimes can get some refunds. And this helps we actually kind of advertising the events in a very viral way. And also, this is the page for Ticken for the host. Right now, we have very simple page, but later on, we're going to add the event management, sales management, data insights, and consumer management page functions in the page. And also, Ticken can support different types of events, not only the so-called social events, the traditional social events, but also any activities related to trendy stuff, for example, the IPs or those kind of things that young people are interested about. We think this is a great platform to bring the people, not the offline events and also the online connections together. So, and also, as I had mentioned before, Ticken will develop a recommendation system that help match the users and activities based on the on-chain data. And also, finally, I'm going to mention about the opportunities, why we think right now is the best time to develop Ticken. So firstly, from the microeconomy perspective, we see the economy is actually recovering from the pandemic, especially in China. So there are more activities going on, and also at the same time, a lot of people are already educated by the Web3. So we think it's super great chance to establish a product. And selling from the tech trends, we know that great apps actually are built on the great trend. So blockchain, it has the advantage of tamper-proof and also verifiable, and which is suitable 100% perfect for the ticketing tool. And finally, about a new form. NFT is a new form of token. Is already kind of entering a relatively mature stage compared to like 2 years ago. So, and also there are some building rules for resale can make it possible for NFT holders to constantly generate benefits. So we think it's also naturally perfect for ticketing. It's super match. And we think the NFTs can be based on different kind of activities. Not only the pictures or music, but there are a lot of different kind of like interactions, operations human beings have established. So final part about the ticket markets. So especially about the EM market, we can see the markets like booming, and also the data is only based on the before the COVID, and right now we can see the data will be 100% better. So we see the product has a very profound future, and that is also a reason why we invest a lot of time to develop this product. And finally, is the traction of Ticken. This is our kind of simple roadmap. And above is my presentation. We are welcome for all the questions. Thank you. Hello, any questions?
What's the
Hello?
What's the major differentiation compared to you guys to like a Web3 events and all the other ticketing system for Web3?
You mean any other ticketing system for Web3 or Web2?
Web3, like a Web3 event.
Web3. So have you experienced some kind of like Web3 ticketing tool that already exists?
Yeah, there are quite a few actually.
Yeah, so I think the reason why we're so different because we actually generate the event host page and also the consumer page. The ticketing tool as a tool is not our goal. We want to build a platform, and we think this is the perfect entrance to connect the offline activities and also the online activities and bring these data together. So we think this is so firstly we have different kind of like plan for our strategic development wisdom. And secondly, talking about I think it's about the team, because we do have people from the Web2 like giants tech firms. It's even though we have the similar kind of products, but it's 100%. We're better at how to make this product to the market and make it more user friendly. And then we have a much more developed methodology of doing user growth. So I think the about major two reasons is why we are different from the other similar products. And since I don't know like which products you're mentioned about, so I cannot make very clear or very detailed comparison between our product with their product. Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope my answer helps.
All right.
Yeah, it's okay. I can send you more information.
Thank you. Thank
you. Yeah. Time is up. Thank you so much for the amazing presentation. And we have to move to finalist 11th, W3Space. W3Space, if you're here, please present your screen. Give us a
Hello.
demo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So can I share my screen now? Yeah.
Yes, please.
All right. Welcome everyone to W3Space. I'm Kyung-Gun. I'm very glad to be here to present our product. So W3Space is a cross-chain platform, gamified community that stands out from other metaverse. It offers an experience unlike any other. So without further ado, let's just jump into the video demo to save some time. All right, so this is a platform we built for the metaverse. Users can log in with their wallet and then change the character to any NFT they like. It's and you can also talk in the right side to speak, and anyone in the space will see your chat history. Here we build the community. We built this metaverse for every community, every project here. There are three major features we're going to present. One is a create office, create a custom office, and create a meeting. So you just input your office name, your address, and then go to the link you created. Then I just paste the link to the browser, and we'll go to the office I just created. So the office is for is the metaverse we designed for the project to work, like project team to work and collaborate with each other. So here is the office I just created, and you can just upload your project logo here. There are a bunch of the working space. and there's a meeting room, and you can just go to your meeting room and you can talk and speak with each other, open the Blackboard, type something, and then to work, like to collaborate with your teammates. Then let's exit this office room and go to another feature, which is going to create a custom office. The custom office is unlike the office room, which is specified for work. And this one is more like a chatting room, like a coffee room and chat with your friends. So I just do the same thing and open it to the customized office. So you can see here is more like a private space, and we have a customized tools on the right side, and you click on that, then it opens a module, and you can move some like decorations to your space. There are floors and furnitures. If you want to remove it, you just click on the erase button and click the furniture and remove it. Then you can invite your friends and copy the invite link, send to your friends. The friends can join this space with you and talk to you. Then I'm going to present the last major product, which is create a meeting room. The meeting room is more like a space we designed for project to have like AMAs with their communities, or like community parties, or like a townhouse. So same thing, you just create it and copy the invitation link. Here I just create the office. It's called like W3 space meeting. Then the platform go to the meeting in a short seconds. Oh, here we go. Let's introduce the meeting room a little bit. On the left side, it's like a stage. The speakers or the team members will standing on the stage and making a presentation. On the right side, there's a live chat, and you can talk to each other, like talk to other audience in the community members, or ask questions to the team, like what's your project. Then there's a friends list too, and talk to friends privately. Okay, so let's configure this meeting room a little bit. Set a sponsor. To set a sponsor, I just copy my wallet address here and add it. Then I upload my project logo, my project banner. So after that, I click on the confirm, and then the project logo and banner is configured on this meeting room. Because I have set myself as a sponsor, then I can go onto the stage and starting to speak. You can see on the right side, and there's like a microphone button. And I can even share my screen. Click on the share screen button, and it will be able to share screen with my community members. In the bottom, there are 4 buttons, like the heart button is show your love, like applause button to show your passions. And the name card button is to make friends with people near you. And there is a final POA button. POA button, it stands for proof of address. It's when the user click on it, it should pop up the MatchboxDAO wallet, and click on the wallet. It will claim the POAP and send the POAP to the user's address. This part we haven't completed yet, so the wallet didn't pop up. So after that, I just standing out and can talk to any audience if they are here, and then I can exit the meeting room. Then go back to the main metaverse here. So then that's the main metaverse. So we hope we build this tool and then this metaverse, and it's designed for every project, and every Web3 project they can have this space and have this space with your community members and interact with each other and have meetings and have office and working together. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'm open to any questions. Yep.
We're running out of time, but Taylor has a question. What's the blockchain integration here?
So the blockchain integration is that, first of all, you need to log in to the platform with your wallet. So I already logged in, so I can just go here. So I log in with my wallet. And the second one is that you need your wallet to claim the POAP button. And also we built an event protocol, which that every event, like every meeting we created on the chain, on this platform is recorded on blockchain. But it's still ongoing, and we should be complete that part soon, pretty soon, and upload the contract to the GitHub. Yep.
Okay, one last question. How many audience and attendees you could support, and any recording or screen sharing functions?
You mean how many audience can be in the meeting at the same time?
Yes.
So we did some stress testing actually. We think it should be up to 1,000, like 500 to 1,000, that much.
Okay.
At this time, yeah.
Thank you. And we have to move to the next project, which would be finalist the 12th. That's Reward Sphere. Hello, Reward Sphere.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you please share your screen as well?
Sure. Yeah. Hey everyone, this is Roman and Pierre from Reward Sphere. Reward Sphere is a Web3 social impact incentive protocol. The reason why we're doing this is because we think a good Web3 project should take like a lot of the attention from the Web2 users, and we think the social media content is the best way to achieve it. So since we have 7 minutes, so let me first to play the video of our demo. But meanwhile, I also put the address of our products on the chat box. So anyone, if you want to play with it, you can go and check it. Let me play the first.
Reward Sphere, a Web3 social impact incentive protocol. In Reward Sphere, we redefining the value delivery chain in social network. Content creators and interactors who bring more social media attention to this content should be fairly and efficiently rewarded, rather than the platform receiving the bulk of the rewards. So we've built this decentralized social impact incentive tool that rewards users for their contribution to the content. You are now watching the onboarding section. In this section, we use the capabilities of Next.ID and RSS3 to obtain decentralized identity information of the user. Users can easily associate Twitter handle with blockchain address association based on Next.ID capability, so that we can redefine the value transfer chain in social media and achieve a fairer and more effective way of value assignment in our application, free from the constraints of Twitter. You are now watching the Twitter NFT mint process. An effective co-creation environment depends on an effective benefit distribution mechanism. In this part, we help users to mint their Twitter into an NFT and can distribute the ownership of the NFT based on the contribution of the interactors. Meantime, the various possible profit generated by this NFT can be distributed according to the above. And of course, the ownership itself is tradable. We use ERC1155 to represent the ownership of each person for a Twitter NFT. In this part, the content creator has the flexibility to choose a social influence incentive template to attract more interactors to work together and give this content a chance to gain more attention. For example, we choose a distribution mechanism where the top 10 hot comments are assigned 50 NFT pieces, meaning I'm willing to share half ownership to get people to come together to make this twit more impactful. Then we set a deadline for this social impact incentive plan. In this section, the page will periodically update the ranking of everyone's contributions according to the rules selected in the incentive plan, and eventually will assign ownership of Twitter NFT according to the contributions made at the cutoff time. One very interesting thing is that once we have automatically determined the ownership scheme, we use WebE3MQ's ability to notify each incentivized user that they have become the owner of a particular twit NFT. It should be added that all the security checks on contracts in our application are using GoPlus, and each contract is checked by GoPlus before it is presented to the user, which helps us to provide a more secure service to our users. On the profile page, builders can see the NFT fragments they have got as a result of their participation in building social impact, which represents a portion of their ownership of these twit NFTs. They may later receive a share of the value of these twit monetizations or even participate in the governance of the twit. We use the bit on the profile page to make the user's identity more easily identifiable. Thanks for watching and join our community.
Yeah, that's our video demo for our project. So that tweet was posted 3 days ago, and right now I can show you guys what's going on. Like after 3 days, there's much more comments to this tweet. Let me show you the process. What's wrong with the MetaMask? Connection with the MetaMask. Just 1 second. Yeah, it will be good. Okay. So I log in and I use RSS3 and NextID to achieve my profile there. And also once you click the build NFT, you can show, it shows that this tweet was created 3 days ago. And right now, there's a lot of people comment that. So we take this content to turn into an NFT, and we divide this NFT into multiple like NFT fragments. Then we grant these fragments to different people, as you can see on the right side. Yeah, so that is what happened to this project. The reason why we take Twitter as this, it is like most useful social media in the world, but it's not only limited to Twitter. We can also use like TikTok or some like decentralized social media like Nostr, like dApps to. You can even put this incentive product into a relay or something like that. So we try to focus on our part. Is like we want to focus on the incentive layer, but we want to integrate with other dApps like the mask ecosystem, like multiple dApps. That's why, as we see in the video, that we use all the different good apps, dApps in the mask ecosystem. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing in the 3 days. So any questions, feel free to ask. Sorry, I saw a question comes. Traders join.
I think the fragment is a tool to diversify the ownership of this tweet. Maybe someday this tweet could be a big IP. It can bring more value, and the fragment of the ownership can be a benchmark to divide the profit. I think that's the point here. And what incentives attract creators? I think in reward sphere, it's a new way to divide the profit. It divides the profit to the creators and the builders and the interactors who bring the attention to this tweet instead of the platform. So I think it's a good way to bring creators and their interactors together to gain the impact together. I think it's yeah, good. It's a better way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, time's up, and there's one comment. It looks nice. Why are users willing to pay? How to attract creators to join? Fragment is better tool, or what incentives attract creators?
Time's up.
It's answered already.
Sorry.
Okay. Time's up, and then we have to move to finalist number 13. Pink paper. Pink paper is a gold standard for decentralized content publishing. Pink paper. Are you here?
Hello. Yes. Let me just share my screen 1 moment.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Rupin Mathur, and I'm creating Pink Paper, the golden standard for decentralized content publishing. So the idea came up to me when I was working in a crypto education startup startup, and at that time we realized that if there is any world-changing technology, right, all web two companies will eventually try to stop that technology from occurring in the first place. Right, so let me give you a quick demonstration of the platform that is Pink Paper. Right, so let me just launch the tab. Let's apologize for the delay. So right, so this is the platform. We'll just simply go on to sign in, and we can use our crypto wallet to sign in. Right, and so this is the particular page where any creator who has created their article will be able to see the particular article and interact with other people who have created their article. So like, let's go on to write a story. And what we have done differently, we have integrated an AI through which all creators can, get a boost in creating that particular article. So right, let's write what is Musk network. As we can see, an article has been created for the purpose, and we can just copy and paste, and add more things and change it as such. So we have given options such as publishing it now, scheduling it for a later date, and making it unlisted, having tweaking the SEO settings so it appears much better in the search engine algorithms, right? And once we publish it, it will go onto the queue and be available for all the people. So right, and so moving on, we have systems through which you can donate to creators and tip the particular creator for creating the article, and thereby incentivizing them to create much better and much more entertaining articles going forward. We are also working on a feature. We're also working on a feature through which you can crowdfund for your world changing technologies going forward into the future. Right. And well, that would be all for the demonstration of the platform. Right. I'm open for a round of questioning right now. Hello. Hello.
Yes, we still have 3 minutes left.
Right. Right. So let me just talk about what else we're trying to build on the platform, if you have sufficient time.
Sorry, is that a question for me?
Right. I'm just continuing it. Right. Yeah. So right. In the like we have already created decentralized publishing platform. We're working on the crowdfunding system. We're working on a reputation system that would give creators on the platform a way to recognize the most engaged people. And going forward, we have plans to integrate an analytical dashboards, create a tiered community system, have voice search features, and improve SEO so that your articles can rank much faster on traditional search engines such as Yahoo, Baidu, and Google. And also we have plans to monetize our platform through usage of platform fees, as well as a creator fund management system that would really help Pink Paper to get profits to sustain the project going forward in the future. Right. And now I'm open to a round of questioning if anybody has some questions.
Okay, if there's no questions or comments, let's move to finalist number 14, Hamster. And if you do have feedback to Pink Paper, you can DM. Okay, Hamster, you here?
Yep. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I'm Jesse. I'll be representing Hamster, and I'll just start right away. So we at Hamster tries to provide a one-stop solution for Web3 developers to best construct, manage, operate, and monitor their projects, both on-chain and off-chain. We see Web3 development, it's to some extent very different compared to Web2. Programmers need to face a lot of different challenges, such as constantly evolving programming languages, on-chain deployments, or monitorings of smart contracts. And projects are also more interconnected with multiple layers of dependencies intertwined with each other. And with all these challenges, Web3 developers nowadays still lack effective development tools and servers to guide them through the muddy water. And that's where Hamster comes into play. The plan for Hamster is to provide a matrix of different tools and services, all integrated into a SaaS-like system, where programmers can find useful infrastructure and tools to help them better construct projects. For example, we provide best practice coding templates for different use cases in different languages to help maybe fresh off-board Web3 programmers to quickly adapt to the new coding routines. We will also provide on-chain gas fee optimization solutions for existing projects to increase their viability of their running dApps. Teamwork, coordination, library and dependency management, automated code check, and safety alert are also on our pathway of product realization. And we believe with the assistance of Hamster, builders of the Web3 realm will be able to build better and faster services. We want to pack a lot of things, the entire product lifecycle, as a matter of fact, into the Hamster platform, such that the chain of development can be better managed and presented both on visual and on operational level. And with that said, we strive to help the Web3 community to achieve the same level of efficiency and efficacy when compared to Web2 developers. That is not to say that we're going to develop everything in-house though. I mean, upholding the spirit of Web3, we are also planning to work closely with existing projects, such as Foundries or Hardhat, to incorporate their ToolKit offering onto the Hamster platform. And this will be some front-end pages that we created already, which is already online. It's very easy to use and very user-friendly. And then there's the thing with the CKP. The situation with CKP development is even more hostile if you're looking at it from outside, especially as a Web2 developer. I mean, the sheer amount of knowledge required to fully understand the CKP stack is creating what we call a cognitive barrier for programmers to adopt this otherwise fantastic technology. I mean, as circuit design still evolving, new implementations such as FRI by Starkware has not been properly perceived by many of the developers, if you ask me. So there are very few solutions or high-level abstraction APIs for quick integration of CKP into existing or upcoming dApps, with the exception of Carrier and a few others. And we think we can help with the situation to a very large extent by providing assistance all the way through the CKP development and integration processes. I mean, by allowing programmers to use functions enabled by CK technology without having them to deal with the technical hassles, will greatly improve coding experience and quickly expand the level of adoption. It is I mean, if you ask me, it will be our duty to make this very great technology a necessity in the Web3 community. We believe in a foreseeable future, Web3 development will be much appealing for new coders to participate with the presence of Hamster. The R&D process and the operational flow of Web3 projects will be smooth and high quality, just like mature Web2 projects you see nowadays. And contrast will be safer with minimum gas fee if you're using the Hamster optimization framework, whereas the app will run faster with high stability across different ecosystems. And this will bring down the cost and time to a great extent. We estimated it to be about 30 to 40% based on our past experience providing similar products to Web2 users. And as for governing and business model, we will focusing on providing a decentralized governing framework based on a strong community, in which case people can vote for their preferred plan or best practice templates, and they will be rewarded based on their contribution to the platform. In our well-designed deflationary token economic system. And we as a company will charge fees based on subscription plans. The team at Hamster is a crew of veterans with various different backgrounds and technical skills. And we think with our knowledge and experience in providing similar products to the Web2 side of the world, will be at least has an upper hand against other potential players in the same field. So, and in the long run, we hope we can contribute a lot to the overall Web3 development community. Our product currently is in its beta status, and we are aiming for a market-ready version by Q3 this year. And yep, and that'll be it. Yep, we're up for questions.
Thank you. There's one question. Why did not consider doing multi-chain API aggregation?
Well, that would be a challenge. It's actually in our pathway to do it, but because the cross-chain infrastructure is still incomplete at the moment, it's basically just on the level of usable right now, but there are still a lot of different loopholes in it, and we are waiting for rather a consolidated version of the cross-chain solutions. And it will be after that that we will expand our developmental arm into that cross-chain API thing. So it would be a safer and a more responsible way to provide this API when everything's being consolidated. That would be more, yeah, that would be our plan.
Thank you so much, Hamster. Your time is up, and I'm going to welcome the next finalist, number 15. Correct me if I pronounced it wrong. Is this UveryDerive? I'm gonna hand over the mic to you, and you can say the name correctly.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, you're correct. This is UveryDerive. Actually, there was no E behind that. Now there's E, so it's derive. Anyway, so we're moving on to the presentation. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, but your voice is a little bit low. Can you volume up?
Okay. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, so UveryDerive is a platform for derivative arts, right? So we've seen in a world where NFTs are being ripped off from the original creators and being sold in a very fakey kind of way, right? So I took the idea of how can we take derivative arts and turn it into something that is powerful, and that's where UveryDerive comes into play. So why derivative arts? Now, we've seen derivatives being used in financial places, right? And also in arts to an extent. But a formal definition of derivative is something that is taking semblance from a parent, right? So there's a parent that is sharing properties with another different item. So that is what the derivative is. So we tend to take art and make it derivative. So I'll go to the next thing. So now examples of derivative, like, okay, suppose derivative arts are comic books, right? So each comic book is, for example, Archie Comics, right? We've seen that not just one person writes a comic book, but multiple people come together to write the comic. So it's kind of like a derived form of art where you have the base character Archie, or you have maybe Fantastic Comics, and you have all those things, and they have a ground base, and then you have multiple people coming to build on top to create something entirely new, which is derived, but now is in a cool way, because now you're not taking existing, maybe you're not taking an NFT project and then turning it into your a clone or something, right? So I'll move on to this. So how is UveryDerive different from OpenSea, right? So UveryDerive is a platform where people come together to create new art or create new anything creative, right? So maybe music, maybe art, maybe drawings, maybe videos, anything that has creation and has the ability to be iterated upon by other people. So OpenSea is very different from UveryDerive in the sense that OpenSea is just a place where you list your tokens, right? Most of the times, except if you're established, there's no story behind the NFTs, right? The community is either maybe hype or maybe first to market, right? All those kind of things. So there's no like any real there's no real stories, or should I say emotional stories behind most of the artworks. And many of the artworks are mass produced for just content and all that. So UveryDerive is a platform where we try to make an artwork, right? Although a copy of an original one, but also like a very distinct item from the parent. The parent is actually deriving its properties from. So demo-like places. So yeah, so this is how the places. So you create your community, right? In stable, for example, here now under this derivative guild, we have a featured guild called stable poems. So let's assume that stable poems, right? In this place, you create poems, and the idea here is maybe you come and say, oh, can we create poems about space, right? Anyone creating poems about space. And what happens is anyone, right, can create the poem. But the problem is this: if everyone can create a poem, then there's a difficulty in knowing where the poem was derived from. So that's why we have these communities, right? So we have issues, right? Issues is just like the way we have in comic books, where you have an issue of a comic book. We have stage. A stage is just like maybe like a staging area, just like GitHub. Then we have scrap down, we have marketplace, and then we have guilds, right? So I'll come back to that. So now this is scrap down, right? So what is scrap down? Scrap down is the place where you, let's say you create a scrap. So you share your ideas to the guild. So let's say the guild has let's say the guild is about poems, like in this case here, right? What happens is this: you do what? You make sure that the poems are related to the underlying information concerning the guild. So now in stable poems, let's assume that stable poems is about creating poems related to space, right? So what happens is the first person to create a guild, or maybe it's a community, I'm still yet to figure out how to share the keys and all that. But the idea is that a group of people can have a multi-sig that has the base key to the whole community. And then you can have other people come and join us and members through NFT memberships. So what happens here is you create a scrap, right? So when you create a scrap, where is it? Okay, yeah, so this is it. When you create a scrap, you can maybe create some title, let's say where you, maybe the title of the poem, or maybe the title of what you're adding to the guild. So let's say you want to add a poem concerning space, right? A poem on Jupiter, or maybe Orion, right? A poem on Orion. creating a poem to be added to space Topology. Right, so the idea here is that you can maybe create a poem and you can put maybe text or an image, whatever you want to do. So if you click that, I'm coming, let me get this. And then let's say you have the poem here, right? So let's say it's little fire sparkles and all that. So if you click on continue, you can clearly see the whole idea here. So you have this asset board. And the asset board is a place where you put your assets. They're going to share it to the community. So in the asset board, you can see the image to the, maybe to the poem or something like that. And then we'll have the poem here, little fiery sparkles and all that. So once you click on submit, right, it goes to this, it goes into the scrap down, and then the members of the guild can upvote, right, the derivative assets that you created. So the derivative assets will be upvoted and unvoted. So depending on how many people are in the guild, it gets upvoted and then it goes into the staging area. So right now we're still working on the whole thing, right? There's no staging area yet. So it's kind of just 4 days we've been working on it. So, but the staging area has to be a place where people can vote, and maybe whoever wins the vote of a specific issue, right? So let's assume that in this place we have the first issue here. So the first issue here is little
Hello,
fire.
sorry, Kevin, your time is up, and we have 4 more projects to demo. And really thank you for your presentation.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Kevin. And our next one is finalist number 16, Noname.Monster, and that's a GoDaddy for Web3.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Yes, I think it should work. Yes. Hello, guys. This is Benjamin from the Master team. So basically what we are building is an all-in-one platform for Web3 domains and identities. We're aiming to provide an all-in-one platform where users can easily discover, register, trade, and manage Web3 domains and identities on different blockchains from different issuers. And during this network state hackathon, what we have implemented is the support for Starknet.id, which is the all-in-one identity on Starknet. And let me quickly demo what you can do with our latest Starknet.id support. So basically for users, if they want to register or like they want to create a certain on-chain identity, they can try to find names with our all-in-one cross-chain aggregated search engine. They can just type in the names, just like what you do in GoDaddy in Web2. For example, let me try to type network state. And you can search here and you can find, right now on Noname.Monster, we have already supported ENS, Ethereum naming services, Space ID, and during this hackathon, Starknet.id as well. And I can easily register the domain name from this kind of like search engine. And yes, this is definitely one of the approach. And besides that, we have also implemented the bank registration feature, which is not supported in the official front end for Starknet.id. So you can go through, you can click the register button here and you can check our bank registration feature. Users, they can like some kind of like domain traders, they can try to find like the categories that they are interested in. It may be like certain pattern like 0xAAA, for example. Let me select this one, or like some other patterns. And they can search it here, and they can find the corresponding domains from Space ID, from ENS, from Starknet.id. And in this case, let me try to use Starknet.id. And because it's bank registration, I can add several domains into my, oh yes, I have to log in first. Yes, I can add several domains into my shopping cart, and I can check out at one time. Yes, I have selected 0xFFFF and 0x, and now I can go check out. And I can do the register several domains from 1 to 20 any number via this Noname.Monster frontend with one single transaction, which also helps users to save a lot of gas costs. And now it is to going through the registration process. Because during this hackathon, we don't have enough time to develop our own on-chain listener, so we are using the API provided by Starknet.id for checking the status, for updating the status of the specific domain name. And this may have some delay in this case. And during this time, let me also use the time to introduce some other features of Noname.Monster. Besides register, what I have just demoed, we also have marketplace, where users can easily trade their domains. Right now, we have already supported Space ID, ENS, from Twitter Scan, and we are also going to release the support for Lens profile very soon, and we are going to support all Web3 domains from different blockchains, including .bit, Bonfita, etc. in the future, and including some of the Web3 TID protocols, including like CyberConnect, etc. Yes, and I think the registration should already be done. Let me quickly check the ongoing orders. Yes, the request should already, and now I can check my Starknet.id domains. It may have some delays. Yes, now I can see my domains are successfully registered here, ling at 0xHHH, 0xFFFF. And this is because right now we haven't implemented the support for marketplace support for Starknet.id domains yet. So you cannot click all these names and go to the domain detail page. After we implemented the support for marketplace, you will be able to go by clicking these domains names, you will go to the domain detail page, and you can list those domains. You can try to sell those domains, etc. This is already supported for ENS, Space ID, or other domain services, but during this hackathon, we didn't have enough time to implement the support for Starknet.id. Yes, that's a brief intro. I think we can leave more time for questions.
How's the user so far? Like, how many users are using your platform?
Yes, right now for Noname.Monster, right now we have around 1,200 listings, mostly from Space ID domains, because we haven't launched support for mailing domain services yet. But for Space ID, we have 1,200 listings.
Great, thanks.
And maybe I can also add more to that. Within this month, we are going to release the support for OpenSea order aggregation, which means we are going to aggregate the orders from OpenSea. So in Noname.Monster marketplace, users will not only be able to access the orders listed in Noname.Monster, but they will also be able to access the orders from other marketplaces, including OpenSea. And OpenSea is just the first step, and we are going to support X2, Y2, LooksRare, Token, TOFU, and FD as well in the future.
All right, thank you so much. Your time is up. Sorry, my timer is also reminding me. There's one more question, maybe you can answer in the DM. And I'm going to introduce finalist number 17, Metopia. Metopia, are you here? Metal Badge is the community achievement-oriented rewarding system upon the protocol of soul-bonded NFT. Please take over.
Hello, everyone. Mic check. Okay, cool. I'll just get started. Well, I don't want to bore you all with soulbound tokens. I'm sure there have been enough presentations today regarding SBTs. So just a quick overview of Metopia and what we do. Some functions is that SBTs are essentially earned through participating, collaborating, and building. And folks have the full autonomy to distribute and do all of that with the badges and SBTs. And lastly, that they are updatable. So traits and use cases and metadata are updatable. So users don't necessarily have to mint new badges, saving on gas fees. Anybody can issue badges, including DAOs, GameFi, DeFi, Web2, and network states. And what can they do? They can capture on-chain actions, off-chain actions, and governance actions. The latter is quite important in terms of what we do, because Metopia is focused on governance as well as these badges. And I will get into this a bit later on. Benefits for the holders is that they can earn airdrops, have treasury access, voting power, membership-based access, and more. So I'm going to stop sharing this particular screen, and I will share another one. Cool. So I will play this. So this is what we've built at metopia.xyz. So I will quickly go through it. So we're essentially starting a space from scratch. So this is just like starting your own community. Super simple. You will just have to enter the title, an introduction, the avatar, the banners, the links, and so on and so forth. Once you have created this, you will be able to create a badge. So the network, collection name, collection description, expirable. So you can set it to expirable or non-expirable. And then you can also pick an image. You can use one of the templates, or you can use one of the customized images that you can upload. And so this is what your badge would look like. So now we are just creating it. And over here, new badge collection, governance. You can see the chain it's on. You can see the achievements. So far, no achievements. What we're able to do is at Metopia is we are able to integrate Discord roles into these badges. So what does that mean? That means that communities that have particular Discord roles will be able to create badges as a result of that. We think this is super important because some communities don't necessarily have a token or anything like that. So having a badge is a good alternative to that. Through badges, you can create a lot of things such as governance access and proposals and stuff. And so right now we are just creating the requirements to having these badges. So that's the title, the description. We can create that. And over here, all we will have to do is verify. And we will have that soulbound token badge. So why we think this is very important in network states is that communities face the problem of financialized governance, right? Through our talks with a lot of communities and DAOs, we've realized that there are a lot of people in this world that don't necessarily have the financial means or the capital to buy fungible tokens or NFTs, right? And these usually act as a gateway to membership, to communities such as Creator Cabins, Nation3, City DAO, and all of these other network states. What we're saying at Metopia is there should be an alternative, a non-financialized alternative. And so we're doing this through our soulbound token badge protocol so that communities and contributors can really be rewarded through this. So an example that I love to give is if you have a community member that doesn't want to spend or can't spend $200, $300 US on a membership, they can gain access through things such as contribution, if they're writing articles, if they're doing marketing, and they're really getting the name of the project out there, communities can reward these kind of citizenship passports to these network states. And that is really important. And that's something that we believe in. And through this hackathon, what we've done also is to make these traits updatable for this soulbound token badge, so that you don't necessarily have to keep minting new tokens and new traits and everything. So you're saving on gas fees and all of that. So that is a bit about Metopia and what we've been working on. And I am super excited to answer any questions if you folks have any. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much. And let's move to the last one. That would be Star Social.
Hi guys, I'm Shabir from Star Social. Can you see my screen? Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll proceed with the presentation. So, Star Social is a social media aggregator app that combines multiple Web3 social like Farcaster and Lenster into one platform, and it solves the problem that there are so many social media platforms available. Can be challenging for users to keep up with their accounts across multiple platforms. So what this app solves is it allows users to view and interact with the social media accounts from a single platform. So just one dashboard, you can react to those posts. You can post something of your own, and it will be broadcasted to Lenster as well as Farcaster. As of now, we will be integrating more Web3 socials in the pipeline. User can easily switch between different social media platforms, post updates across all platforms, and customize their feed. So the tech stack that we've used is RSS3 used for fetching the content in a structured standardized format from Lenster and Farcaster. We've used .bit as a name resolver. We will be generating new ID using Starknet.id. It provides permissionless decentralized identification for individual users. We have used Axios. We've used actually the method axios.get to make an HTTP GET request to fetch the data from RSS feed. Material UI for styling and all. And yes, we have integrated Starknet.id as well as a decentralized identification solution for individual users. As of now, we have Farcaster and Lens integration. Future integration would be of Web3 social. More Web3 social will be on the platform. And implementation of a decentralized storage solution. Social Star currently relies on RSS3 for content fetching. In the future, Social Star will also leverage decentralized storage such as IPFS and Filecoin to store and retrieve content. This will ensure that the content remains available if the original source goes offline, and increase the overall resilience and censorship resistance of the app. We'll integrate a decentralized identity solution. Currently, we are using .bit as a name resolver, but yeah, we'll be using more decentralized DIDs that can be integrated to provide even more privacy and security for the user. We'll be also integrating decentralized messaging system like Matrix and Whisper to enable user to communicate directly with each other across different social networks without the need of any intermediary. And we'll be taking this platform multi-chain. Social Star currently uses Starknet blockchain for generating new IDs. In the future, the app can integrate more blockchain such as Ethereum, Polkadot, and Solana. This will provide more flexibility and scalability, and allow more users for more advanced functionality such as NFT-based social interaction. So that's it. I'll walk you through. I'll walk you through the app. So this is how the app looks like. I've logged in using my Argent X wallet, and this is the feed. This is the Vitalik that. So we have just used Vitalik's public address to show on the feed. So these are all the interactions that Vitalik has done on Farcaster as well as Lens. and this is Marcus's post online. And you could search any of the tools. Let's say you want to search my handle, so mine is shabiryk.eth. So all the posts that I had made would be showcased here. This is my profile. So yeah, that's mostly about it. I'm open for questions. Do you guys have any questions? Hello, you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can still hear you.
Yep. Guys, any question?
Any questions? You still have a little bit time left. You still have a little bit over 2 minutes. Questions, feedback?
Okay, guys, if there is any question, follow-up question, you can always ping us on this mail ID, and I'll provide you the repo in the chat as well, so you can go through the repo, and if you find anything that confusing you or anything, just ping me. All right.
Okay, now we have pretty much demoed all the 18 finalists. And here I'm going to invite all the hackathon judges to give some remarks. And I would like to encourage the judges, whoever wants to give comments, feedback, to jump on the stage. And I'm also going to time a little bit, and I'll remind you all. Anyone? Okay. If the judges want to prepare for the remark for a little bit, I can invite Taylor to give us a short closing remark. Taylor, if you're here, you can unmute yourself.
Yes. Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
All right. Cool. I guess, wow, that's a very comprehensive presentation from the 18 teams. We've just witnessed something. Some of the things are really cool. Some of the things might be a little bit controversial, and some of the things might be really useful going forward. I want to thank all the participants and all the judges who shows up here today and who contributed to the entire process of this hackathon. We're looking forward to the future iterations of all the products that has shown up here, and we do have grants and investments prepared for those who are excellent on different areas, I guess. To sum up, I think that this hackathon has been in general pretty well organized, and I do want to give shout outs to all the sponsors who contributed, and to all the other partners who also help us get through this. Yeah, thank you for showing that list. We're not going to announce the final results today. We're going to probably do it tomorrow. We're going to go back and to calculate the scores. And thank you everyone for participating in this hackathon. I guess that will be all from me.
I think Duan from the NextID team also wants to do some closing remark.
Yeah, thanks, Afra. And first of all, I think congratulations to all the teams. I believe all of you have made not a milestone, but a big step forward what you are building on. I hope you will have more inspirations and more milestones as your product. And I'm glad saying people are using our open source protocol, Next.ID protocol, Next.ID. And if anyone have any questions on this project, open source protocol, please reach out to me. Any channels you may have, Twitter, Telegram group, etc. And again, thank again for everyone for attending, and also the whole team to put this thing together. Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dongwei and Taylor, and thank you so much, everyone, for attending this demo day. And I feel really, it's such an uplifting experience to see this milestone in your career. To follow up with the result, please stay tuned and follow Real Mask Network and Matchbox_DAO, those two Twitter handles for the hackathon result tomorrow. And we'll be posting that on Twitter, Medium account, and other social media channels. Thank you so much, everyone. Is Atakan wants to comment something?
Yeah. Thank you. Atakan from GoPlus Security. So thanks for everyone to spend their time here, and also thanks to all participants to spending their time and also creating these stunning projects. I see really insightful and creative projects, and I think we will see some of them really succeed. And for those attending, I think they need to continue with their passion, and also with their work on their projects to make them better, because they're really cool projects. We would like to see them on see them working and in mainnet.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And remember, this is Mask Network's really first hackathon attempt of this year, and we'll be having a few more coming up this year. So please give us a follow NextID, follow Mask Network, and stay tuned for the future events and for the future hackathon opportunities, as well as our ecosystem grant. So pay attention to us and keep going on and keep on your hard working. Congratulations, everyone, and good night.